With the second pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Chase Young, defensive end, Ohio State.
But you know, as they say, hail to the Redskins. Let's roll, man. Let's go.
Welcome, all my fellow Redskin brethren and sistren. I am your man and resident Redskins fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me here on the Redskins Report. So, the Redskins recently came out and announced that they're going to retire the number of Hall of Fame running back / wide receiver Bobby Mitchell. It will be the second number in Washington Redskins history to be retired, alongside of number 33 worn by one Sammy Baugh. So now 49 and 33 are the only two numbers that will be retired in Redskins history. And a wise man once told me, there's no such thing as the wrong time to do the right thing. And while that is absolutely true, this is long overdue. The Redskins should have been done this, okay? You want to give someone their flowers while they can still smell them, okay? All right? Give people their roses while they can still smell them. Bobby Mitchell passed away this year. Not even 3 months ago. Probably more like 2 months ago. Bobby Mitchell passed away. And he should have been alive to receive this accolade. It should not have taken George Floyd to be senselessly murdered for us to all see it on video and then have the Redskins in this Black Lives Matter movement to and I don't want to call this a knee-jerk reaction, because this should have been done. They should have been took down George Preston Marshall's statue. That should have been gone a long time ago. We knew what he stood for. I've talked about this on my program numerous times. Guy was an overt racist. All right. It's the reason my dad is a Cowboys fan. He didn't necessarily love the Cowboys growing up. He just knew that anybody that was a Cowboys fan hated Redskins fans and hated the Redskins, and he hated what the Redskins stood for when he started watching football. So I just think that all of these things should have been done a long time ago. Bobby Mitchell broke the color barrier for the Redskins organization. He was a Hall of Fame player. He was really way before his time, way ahead of his time. He should have been inducted into the Redskins prestigious group of one, and it should have been two a long time ago in terms of retired jersey numbers. All right. Not many guys come into the league and want to wear the number 49. I get it, but still. Hell, Leonard Stevens wore 49, which is what you prompted Bobby Mitchell to want to retire from the Redskins organization back in like 2002, I believe it was. I mean, that was his last straw after being passed over for the GM job several times. At the end of the day, what's done is done. It's the right thing to do, but he should have been alive to be able to receive this honor. He should have been commemorated, and he should have been able to bask in this and take this in, not after he's dead and gone. All right. But it's an honor that should have been bestowed upon him earlier, but it's being bestowed upon Bobby Mitchell and his legacy now. And I'm thankful for that, and I'm glad that it's being done. But the reason for this video was to talk about that, but also pose a single question. I'm not going to keep you here very long. I just want the answer to this. The Redskins only have 2 retired jerseys, and it's not something they do very often, as you can see. All right, Slinging Sammy Baugh was back in the 30s and 40s, and he was the only one until Bobby Mitchell is going to have his retired at some point this season. So you're talking about in a franchise history that probably started back in the 1930s. I'm thinking 1933, something along those lines. You're talking about 2 jerseys and really one for, almost a century for this organization and franchise. Now 2. Should there be a third added to the list? And that third, obviously, the number you see behind me, the one, the only Sean Taylor. Now, here's my argument. I know most of you may either say yes, absolutely, or nah, not really. So here's the argument. the Redskins are one of these teams that don't really retire jersey numbers. Obviously, there's only 2 now, with the second just being announced literally, 72 hours ago. But the question is, do the Redskins need to start retiring specific numbers? We've had this discussion. I honestly, we could talk about Rigo's 44. We could talk about, all those numbers. Art Monk's 81. There's several numbers that, bring Redskin nostalgia and days of Redskins lore to the forefront. They're numbers that are synonymous with guys. Obviously, Darryl Green's 28 is another number that if we were retiring numbers, come on, that's one of the first ones that gets done. However, Sean Taylor's 21 is a number that Daniel Snyder won't allow anyone to wear. Now, there are numbers that just aren't touched, all right? I just named several of them. There are guys, that have jersey numbers that aren't being touched, but they're not retired, which I get it on one hand, but on the other hand, I don't, because if you're not going to allow anyone to wear it, what's the point of not having it retired? Just make it retired so no one even has the chance. It's the same discussion we had when Dwayne Haskins asked Joe Theismann to wear number 7, and ultimately Joe didn't want to look like a jerk. So he pretty much said, hey, you should forge your own legacy. That was Joe's passive-aggressive way of saying, hey, dude, that's my jersey number. Go get your own. That's my jersey number. I work for that jersey. I won a Super Bowl. Get your own, you heard? But, Joe wasn't going to be an asshole about it. And so, the Redskins put him in an awkward position, and Dwayne asked him. He wasn't going to say, nah, young blood, sorry, dude, that's my number. I etched a legacy in that number. Go make your own path and legacy in your own number. So Dwayne ultimately got number 7. Landon Collins wanted 21. DJ Swearinger wanted 21. But they're not going to get it, and nobody's going to get it. So my question to you is simple. Is it time for the Redskins to go ahead and retire the number 21? I don't see them allowing anyone else to wear it. All right. So what is the point of even having it be an available number? You don't retire many jerseys, and that's okay. But 21, I don't think is ever going to be worn by another Redskin player. So why even have it be available? Take it off the table and make it a number that is forever etched in Redskins lore as the one and only Sean Taylor number. Obviously, other players have worn it before him. Ernest Biner comes to mind. However, for me, the number 21 in Redskins will be synonymous with Sean Taylor forever and a day with me. And so, as far as I'm concerned, no one else is going to wear the jersey. The Redskins should just go ahead and retire it. What says you? Should the Redskins retire jersey number 21? Or should they just continue to make it an untouchable and leave it out there for discussion, but never ultimately give it up? I'd love to hear you in the comment section. Leave a like along with that comment. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the Louie T Network for more great content. I am a Redskins fan, etched in burgundy and gold. My Redskins spirit will never die. Redskins spirit will never fold. Until we meet again, hail to our beloved Washington Redskins. And no, I haven't watched that new little documentary they did on Sean. I heard it's magnificent. A lot of new footage and a lot of new audio from people who knew him the best. I can't wait to watch. I have to be in the right frame of mind to watch it, though, because anytime I do anything pertaining to Sean Taylor, especially watching those memories, everything, all those emotions, the day that I found out he was senselessly murdered, all of that rushes back to me. So I have to be in the right frame of mind. I'm so busy right now. I just want to be able to sit down, unwind, get my mind right, and then watch it. Even if it's only 5 minutes. I don't even know how long it is. I know it's not too long, but I want to watch it, and I'll probably have already consumed it by the time we meet on Thursday night. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But in any event, we will reconvene, talk about this topic and then some on Thursday night, including the wide receiver position for this Redskins football team, which should be a really fascinating conversation. So much has been made of this receiver group. Is it good? Is it not good? Is it young and talented or young and terrible? We're going to talk about all of that. Who makes this football team? Do we even have 5 receivers that are worthy of making this roster? We'll talk about all of those things and then some on Thursday night. I'll see you guys there. Leave it down in the comment section and a like as well. Should the Redskins go ahead and retire jersey number 21? I'm your man Louie T, signing off until next time. You guys, take care.